that was nice. 3-0, comfortable, composed, professional. These are games that we can get wrong. These are games that if we're not at it, if we don't play with the right intensity, if we don't play with the right attitude and the right intentions, you can get undone. You know, last game before the end of the year at Old Trafford, you're playing a team that's down near the bottom of the table. You're playing a team that are going to sit back. But like I said, if you don't play these games in the right way, you can come up short. And what I liked about this performance today is that we didn't do that. I'm going to start on Marcus Rashford because I think after the bad season he had last year, where he was really, really struggling, you know, looking like he didn't want to be here, looking like he didn't want to play football. You know, there's an old school thing where he just looks like he doesn't want to play football anymore. You know, I think back to when he snapped at that fan walking out of the tunnel. What a difference a year can make. You know, if I think back to last year under Ranić, when, you know, around this time, we just got rid of Ollie, hadn't we? By this time, and it was really toxic. Then into the new year, he got worse and worse and worse, and you just kind of really feared from him. And I know it's against Burnley, I know it's against Nottingham Forest, but he's still looking really, really sharp. The first goal that he scores is a good one for us as well. It shows that we're working on things on the training ground. It shows that we are coming up with new ideas, and actually we don't score a lot from corners, especially in the air. So a great little routine and a good clean connection, and that set him off. Then the second goal we score, you know, kind of all is Rashford, actually. It starts from Casemiro, which was brilliant. A great ball from Bruno. But the way he takes it down from Bruno's pass, and he gives that I call it the old school Rashy chop, the one he gave Trent when he sent him into the stands that about 3 or 4 years ago now against Liverpool, where he done that kind of Ronaldo/Rashy chop and hit the far corner. But today he does that chop and sets in Martial and gets a good assist. And just in general, and when I'm watching him off the ball, his hunger to win it back, when I'm watching him brush defenders aside or try to nutmeg a player, try a little flip-flap, he's just got his confidence back. He's smiling, he's enjoying his game. And that's credit to him, that's credit to Erik ten Hag, because, you know, when Marcus Rashford's at his best and he's confident, he's a handful. And you know what? We've brought in Anthony, we've brought in Jadon Sancho, we've tried Martial out on the wing. You know, we've had loads of different players coming in and amongst it. But one thing you have to say is, even if Marcus Rashford might frustrate you with end product sometimes, he always finds a way to affect the game. He always finds a way to affect the game because he's direct and he's quick and he's strong. And the rest of the stuff is starting to come, which Ten Hag is putting a lot of faith in him to do that. So really pleased with him. Casemiro today was absolutely excellent. He was everywhere. He was absolutely everywhere. And there were periods in the game, actually, which were the more uglier sides where, okay, we scored goals there and we created chances, but there were large periods where we were quite sloppy on the ball, where we gave away possession, you know, quite cheaply. But every time we did that, who was there to just nip it in the bud so that there was no issues? Casemiro. He was absolutely everywhere. He was intercepting tackles. He was winning the ball back. He was playing balls between the lines. He gets an assist, almost got himself a goal. He just did every single thing right. He covered Varane's arse when I can't remember how you say his name, Ayanyemi, for Forest. I think I've said that right, probably not. He gets in trouble by the byline and he's in a bit. We're in trouble, and who comes across? He slides and carries on sliding and just hooks the ball, and it sets us on the counter attack, and we actually score from him winning the ball back. That just literally set the tone for him, and then the assist that he gets after that in the second half for Fred as well was really good as well, and he was my man of the match, closely followed by Marcus Rashford. I think it's more minutes in the legs for Anthony Martial, which is good, and a goal for him as well. That would do his confidence to a world of good. I think I said it in the car today. I don't know if it was when we was recording or not, or whether I said it in the road trip. I can't remember. But I was like, he just needs a goal. And you could say that Hennessy probably should have saved that. But Martial won't care. You know, Anthony Martial won't care. He needs that. So a nice way for him to do well. Luke Shaw, I was really impressed with as well. Coming in at centre-back, you know, proving that he just understands the game well. He was good in the tackle. He was aggressive when he needed to be aggressive. He was good in the air as well, making sure that, you know, they didn't win any flick-ons or that there was no problem. So Luke Shaw was tightening his man, considering that he had to play at centre-back today. I thought he was solid. And Wan-Bissaka, you know what? You have to give him a bit of credit, because this is a player who's been out of the fray for so long. You know, we've all kind of had our say on him, saying that he's probably got to move on and he's not in Ten Hag's plans. And I'm not saying that that's, you know, all of a sudden going to change and he should be our starting right back again. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving him credit for the 2 games that he's had to play after a very long time not playing. He was excellent against Burnley. And in a makeshift back 4 today, with people playing a little bit out of position and stuff like that. Well, I say people, Luke Shaw played out of position. You know, and he hasn't been playing much. he was really good, strong in the tackle. He's back to his best in terms of when he's got to slide and win a one-on-one duel, he's always going to do that. But even on the ball today, I thought Wan-Bissaka was really good as well. So over the pitch, I think everybody was just a professional performance. There will be bits where Ten Hag, I think, would be annoyed. Because although it was 3-0, that game should have been 5 or 6. I know Ten Hag is a perfectionist. He's going to want us to be more ruthless. He's going to want us to dispatch of teams earlier. That third goal could have come a lot earlier as well. And like I said, Casemiro stopped it happening. But there was times where you're feeling like, let's go on and kill these lot off. But we just got a little bit sloppy. Just giving away the ball a little bit, dropping the tempo a little bit. I'm sure Ten Hag will be onto the boys from that. But 3-0 on a clean sheet. In the last game of 2022 here at Old Trafford anyway, you can't ask for much more than that. And Rashford getting a goal and an assist, Bruno playing pretty well. You know, Luke Shaw coming in as a makeshift centre-back and oozing class. Casemiro dominating. You can't ask for too much. And you know what? With Tottenham dropping points, it's the business end of the season. I know we had the underwhelming stuff that happened with the Gakpo situation. Are we going to get forward, etc., etc.? But like I said, with the players that we've got, if they stay fit and they stay confident under this manager, we can still mount a challenge for top 4. And these next 3 games, next 2, which included this one, and we've got Wolves next and then Bournemouth in the league with a couple of games in between, it's got to be 9 points on the board before we go into that really difficult January, mid-January, when you've got to face City and you've got to face Arsenal. We've got to have 9 points in the bag, you know, if we're serious about going for top 4. And today was the first step to getting that in this sort of little mini cluster of games where those points are up for grabs. My man in the match, like I said, it's got to be Casemiro. He was just absolutely unbelievable. He was everywhere, closely followed by Marcus Rashford, who was going from strength to strength, and long may that continue. Smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm out of here. Peace.